Do you live in a high cost of living area and find it hard to save money? In this video, I'm going to share 7 frugal tips that our family has learned from living in high cost of living areas that I hope can help you save money too. So let's get started. My name is Emily, and here at Savvy Cents, we're all about budgeting strategies, money saving tips, and tools to live the life that you want. And we want to show you exactly how we do this. So thanks for joining. Make sure to hit like and subscribe. All right, I'm gonna jump right into these tips. These have worked wonders for our family, and I hope that they work well for you as well. The first tip is to buy used at Goodwill, garage sales, or Facebook. I cannot tell you how many hundreds of dollars I have saved by shopping at local garage sales or thrift stores. I pretty much buy all of our kids' clothes at garage sales. I remember one time I was at a garage sale and I found like 10 basketball shorts for my son and like 8 shirts, and they wanted $1 for each one, and they were in pristine condition, they were name brand, they were super nice, and that was pretty much like his wardrobe. Other things that I found, household items, kitchen things that are just honestly pennies on the dollar, clothes for my kids, as I mentioned before. And so you can really save a lot of money by just going out on a Saturday morning for an hour and looking around. Cassie shared in one of her videos as well that thrift stores have regular sales, so make sure to watch out for those if you want to go to a thrift store. And she's also mentioned her Buy Nothing groups, which I have not tried personally, and I cannot wait to do that, but I know that she's found a lot of success with those. So, tip number 2 is to use free resources in your community. So I think we all know that like parks and bike rides and things like that outside are all free and great to do with family. The ones that our family have really taken advantage of is the library pass, which not only allows you to get library books, but we've gotten free resources like ABC Mouse, audiobooks, and then the other one that we've used is they have a pass for freebies into museums. We've gotten entrance for free into zoos, museums, factories, so many fun activities that we've been able to take advantage of for free. So I highly recommend looking into that. Other things in the community is know the favorite places that you like to eat at and make sure to join their rewards program. Or sometimes they have apps. I know like for Chick-fil-A, we have their app, so when we go there, we earn points and then we get free like fries and drinks and things like that in the future, which is really nice. There's other places that will give you freebies on your birthday. There's also, just like National Ice Cream Day and things like that where you can go to Baskin Robbins and get some free ice cream. So it's fun to build your activities around that and enjoy something for free. Tip number 3 is something that I do, and I don't know if other people do this, but something that I try to do is to spend less money at the beginning of the month. So basically I take my budgeting categories like clothing, miscellaneous, dining out, and I try really hard not to spend money in those for the first 1 or 2 weeks, because I don't know about you, but I have a tendency to think that I want or need something, and when I want or need it, I want it right now. So I've been trying harder to kind of wait on those things and spend them later on in the month. And what this has allowed our family is that I have enough money. I find that I go over my budget less because I have enough money at the end of the month. Because I think that there's things that creep up towards the end of the month that you can't always plan for or are unexpected. And so it's nice to have that money to cover it. Another advantage of doing this is you sometimes forget about the things that you wanted and they're not that important to you anymore. And another advantage is just not collecting as much stuff. So I just try to spend a little bit less at the beginning of the month versus at the end. Tip number 4 is to cut down on eating out and have a menu plan. If there's something that can save you so much money right away, it's planning out a menu and eating out less. It adds up so quickly, and you don't have to be really elaborate with your menu plan. You could just write down 4 to 5 meals that you might want to eat during the week. It doesn't even have to be assigned to a day. Just write out the list of ingredients and buy those at the grocery store. That can be as simple as your menu plan. Along those lines is shop online, which I know Cassie has mentioned before as well. When you shop online for groceries, you can really pick and choose what you're going to get, and then you can take things out of your cart that make you go over budget or maybe that you don't need right that week. Another thing too is just getting to know your prices. If you're somebody who just throws things in a grocery cart and you don't really notice the amount, it can add up really fast. But if you have and you know the prices of certain items, then it can really help when you're at a different store to know if that's a good price or not. And one way you can do that is just to keep a simple list. You can keep it on your phone, you could keep it on your fridge of the basics that you always buy. Tip number 5 is to do sports through your community instead of doing club sports while your kids are young. Club sports can add up quickly with registration fees and uniforms and all the extras that come with that. And when your kids are young, they don't know exactly what they like to do. They haven't really developed their physical, talents as far as sports go. And so try doing sports through the community, or even local churches have sports as well. I know for us, we've done basketball through the community, and my son has done cross country through a local church. And it was an amazing organization run by awesome parents, and we all put some volunteer time in, and it was so inexpensive. They got free shirts, they had fun incentive programs to get the kids running more, and it was just an overall really good experience. You can save hundreds of dollars, and then when your kids get a little bit older and you feel like they've really gotten good at something, or they really want to develop that talent even more, then you can look at spending a little bit more on their sports and figuring out where you want to focus your time, money, and energy. So tip number 6 is to carpool, bike, walk, or use public transit. We live in a big city right now, and we use public transit everywhere. So if we need to go somewhere, we always make sure we first say, can we get there through the bus or the public transit? Or should we take a taxi? Because taxis are always going to be more. You can save tons of money by using your local resources, walk instead of drive, carpooling with friends to and from sports if your kids are in similar sports. It can save you money, it can save you maintenance on your car and gas and all those things, and so that can be a big money saver if you're looking to save in an expensive city. All right, tip number 7 is another one that our family has used, and it's honestly saved us so much money, and that is to network, network, network. And what I mean by that is, for example, if you need something done on your house, there are so many people down my street and in my community who know so much, who have so many tips and tricks on how things work, what they've done that's worked for them. They might be 20 years older than me and have done what I want to do a couple times, and so it's invaluable to talk to neighbors, to talk to friends. You can post something on a Facebook page about what you want. Another one is to get multiple quotes if you're trying to do a home improvement project, which I know is pretty obvious, but sometimes it's easy to get lazy and just be like, I need this done, whoever can do it, I don't care how much it costs, right? But a few years ago, we decided to cut down a really large tree in our yard, and our quotes ranged from $6,000 to $15,000. So it was so important that we did that because it saved us so much money, and it ended up they did a great job, and so they're someone that I'm going to recommend in the future. And so I think talking to people in your community, you can really get those recommendations, good prices, quality work that will really save you a lot of money. All right, those are all the tips that I have for you today. I hope you found those helpful, that you can apply those easily into your life, and that they will help you save money. Make sure to hit like and subscribe, and thank you for joining me.